Cypher, join us. Vector and I were just discussing Moff Letshara.
We never met her, of course.
Quite fortunate, that. But Vector did know her husband, a fine Dejaric player and a scribe of the Ilfmar Gambit.
We apparently share the Doctor's taste in theatre.
I didn't know you were interested in theatre.
Think of it as a testing ground for human nature, much like the game of Dejaric.
We can finish this later, Doctor.
Your crew members are delightful people. For instance, did you know Mistress Kaleo is fluent in Kalish profanities? A rare and admirable skill. I wonder how you manage them. Leadership is such a delicate thing.
You sound like you've thought about this.
I confess it had crossed my mind. A dead or alienated colleague is a resource lost, and in our business, it's a small step from being disliked to being blacklisted.
Alienate enough people and you find yourself running unauthorized missions on a dead planet.
Quite. I could tell you stories. But I'm afraid I have to attend to my data analysis program. Another time, Cypher.
You wanted to talk?
Yes. The suns are warmer here. Nothing that smells so green when the gamma bursts come.
Vector, are you all right?
We must go. Auras mingle. Apologies, Agent. Emissaries from our nest. They stowed away aboard the ship and have accompanied us since we left Alderaan. They're becoming quite sociable.
I don't see a swarm around you. Can they turn invisible?
No, but they can grow very large or very small. These live within our flesh. The Killiks of Alderaan know little of the galaxy, only what they absorb through joiners. Our journey teaches them a great deal, but there is something that intrigues us, intrigues the nest. The fate of our lost kin.
I found colicoids, geonosians, other insectoids, but no Killiks off Alderaan.
We're not surprised. Alderaan has only a handful of nests, sleeping beneath the castle lands and awakening every few centuries. The other Killiks migrated off-world millennia ago. No one knows what became of them, or whether they survived. But the migration is a primal memory. We miss them.
If the Citadel has any record of Killik encounters, we can find out.
We appreciate that, Agent. It may help. We don't know if it's truly important to find them, but as Dawn Herald, we'll be watching.
Sir, since our combat session went so well, I thought we might try something else. Lessons in interpersonal manipulation and information extraction. Lecture 1 entitled...
Once they think they need you, they'll tell you anything.
Descriptive name, sir. Is it always about need? When I first arrived at Zero Station, no one trusted me. I was the human Imperial who must have been a spy. But I learned my way around. And once the Chiss accepted my competence, it was easy to make friends.
That's one of your strengths. People like you, and you can use that.
So suppose we're separated during an operation against pirates, say. How does your hand-trained operative play it?
You blend into the background and wait for an opportunity. Don't stir the pot unless you know what you're in for.
I'll happily leave that to you, then. I don't know what you think of my potential, sir, but I do appreciate your guidance. I've been deceiving people like an amateur for years. Time I started doing it right.
Hey, I'm worried your shooting's a little off. All that tech stuff wearing you down. We ever go blasters only, your kill count won't look good next to mine.
I'm going to assume that's your natural good cheer.
You assume right. No one hunting me down, no exes mooning over me. Last time I cleaned house, I was playing anarchist on Brental. Feels good to be free again.
That's not the first time you've talked about Brental. What did you do there?
The whole anarchy, freedom, destruction thing. Politics and bombs. The naivete of youth. Of course, now I've matured. I need to figure out a plan. I could go after a big score, try something other than spy games. You could come with me.
I'm not going anywhere. I have a job to do.
Why do I even bother? Forget I said anything.
General Racton and Darth Barris request additional agents.
Relay to Station 7. Updating tactical projections.
I have 3 fixers who need extraction from the Vuta. Listening posts are done, but...
Sir, go on ahead. I'll have the Minders debrief your team while you wait for Keeper.
You're practically running this place.
It feels that way some days. I'm Senior Watcher on a permanent assignment to base.
Sir, Operation Kingstalker needs you.
I have to go. I'm sure we'll talk more.
Leo Janice, I'll be interviewing you now.
Last girl who tried broke her jaw. Don't be like her.
It isn't my office anymore, but Keeper is occupied and I thought we should talk. It's been a long time, Agent.
I haven't seen you since Eradication Day. Keeper said you were promoted to Minister of Intelligence.
Yes, my wife says the position suits me.
Scan complete. No listening devices found.
Broadcast mode. White noise 10 minutes, then leave. We may as well be honest. I know about the stolen files. I know you discovered your brainwashing and freed yourself, and yes, I was responsible.
Did you know that Arden Koth was controlling me? I was his puppet.
That was unfortunate and unplanned. The Sith wanted you under control. You survived Darth Jadis. How long before you defied another on the Dark Council? The programming was a safeguard, and if I hadn't approved it, you'd be dead. I don't plan to tell anyone you're free.
The Republic had the keyword. Where did they get it?
That's an excellent question. The SIS should never have possessed Imperial brainwashing codes. Arden Koth's shuttle was found abandoned in space without any data on your shadow arsenal. And according to our records, there's no evidence of an agent hunter ever existing.
Care to explain that?
Someone, your hunter or his employer, is manipulating this war for his own ends. Someone with access to both Republic and Imperial resources. If someone gave Arden Koth your keyword, we need to find out who and why.
What sort of person could pull those strings? Imperial intelligence and SIS. Not to mention Jedi and Sith.
Let's not elaborate on theories until we have facts. Fortunately, the trail is still warm. Yesterday, a man fitting Hunter's description boarded a shuttle to the Eisen 4 asteroid colony. 9 hours ago, we received this message.
Imperial Fleet Command, this is Representative Omana Trog of the Eisen 4 mining colony. We have been monitoring your victories in this sector. While we continue to accept refugee transports, our defense systems are minimal and our population is 90% civilian. We cannot afford a confrontation. Under Republic law, I am authorized to discuss terms of surrender. All weapons powering down.
Our forces will arrive there tomorrow. We don't know if the colony's surrender is related to Hunter's arrival, but I want you after him.
You can find as many distractions as you like. I'm not going to forget what you did.
No, but you need my help to find our enemies. When you're done, if you still want revenge, I'll be here.
It's not revenge I'm after. But my service to the Empire has limits. For now, though, I have a rogue SIS agent to catch.
It stinks in here. Cripes, what happened?
Stop right there, you slime. No Imperial sets foot in my home.
You're in no condition to threaten me. Put down the blaster and let's talk.
Not after what you did. Someone sabotaged colony control. It started 2 hours after the surrender. First the tram accident, then the air filters, and the decompression. Assassin protocols and the medical droids? We surrendered. Why did you do it?
Whoever's behind this wasn't one of ours.
Then who?
Sedative administered. Lethal overdose possible.
Still alive. Not for long, though. If you want to talk, make it fast.
I need to know if you've seen an SIS agent. Codename Hunter.
What? The SIS? He went to colony control before we lost contact. I don't know if he made it out. But now it's sealed up tight. No one could make it past...
No one could make it past what? Where's colony control?
I can't. I just can't.
I don't get queasy, but even I've got limits. Let's find your guy and get out.
Identifying. Colony control systems locked down. Enter code. Remote access in progress.
No Hunter, but a lot of really weird tech. Hate to say it, but maybe we should call your bosses.
Ison 4 colony to Imperial Intelligence Headquarters. Secure routing. This is Cipher 9. There's some sort of device here.
Cipher 9? I got your report, but we can barely read you. What's going on?
Most of the colonists are dead, and the control center is a wreck. Hunter might be responsible.
I'm linked into the colony's communications relay. Strange tech interference. Fixers don't recognize it, but I can shut it down. You followed me. You cut off control. I'm a little put out. Not that it really matters. I'm long gone. I got my massacre, and besides, it was for propriety more than anything.
Were you this obnoxious to Arden Koth, or am I special?
I tried to behave for the SIS, but for you and me, let's be bad. Look, I don't have anything against that place, but if you want a war to start right, you've got to grease the wheels. When the Republic hears that the Empire slaughtered thousands of colonists who surrendered, there won't be any more peaceful resolutions.
You're not doing this for the SIS, and you're not doing it alone.
Time for me to go, and you need to stop coming after me, Cipher 9. Because without anonymity, you won't last long, and I can make your operations very public. Blast. I couldn't trace him. I'll pull what I can from the machinery, but he's more right than he knows. The survivors are a problem.
These people surrendered before, and they're half dead. They won't be trouble.
As soon as word gets out what happened, other worlds we've captured will rebel. Watchers 7 and 9 are... strategizing. They recommend eliminating the survivors on Ison 4, so the news of the massacre is contained.
The colonists are a resource we can still exploit. We just need them under control.
Sir, look. I can give you the coordinates of the largest cluster of life forms. Maybe you can negotiate something. But I need to send in the death squad soon. Your reputation may be secure, but mine isn't.
Take the injured and go! Go!
I am Representative Omana Trog of the Ison 4 mining colony. The fool who surrendered to the Empire. What do you want of us now?
You surrendered before, but it wasn't enough. Pledge your service to the Empire. You live and die for us. Every one of you. Contact our fleet and swear it.
I will tell my people. If they agree and you can send a signal, we shall see. Those who refuse can be imprisoned. We'll do this for our lives.
I suppose it's a start. We can always use more cannon fodder. And you, intelligence agent. Your organization approved this? My last orders were to purify the system.
These colonists have suffered enough. Honor them and consider them loyal allies.
Understood. I'll send a transport to Ison 4 to pick them up.
May the Force preserve us.
It is done. The people of Ison 4 will remember you.
You wanted them alive. Let's head back to Drummond Cass.
The Emperor and his proxies have made their intent clear. Their fleets are entering the core systems. They have broken the Treaty of Coruscant. Along the Mid-Rim, they herd our people into makeshift prisons out of fear of rebellion. Unspeakable crimes have been committed. Let there be no mistake. We are at war.
Display off. Tell me, Cypher, What's your assessment of your mission at Ison 4?
The mission was a failure. The target escaped, and I couldn't prevent the massacre.
But you found the device used in colony control, and that's what we needed. Fixer 12 recognized the override technology from Operation Starbender 8 years ago. That mission was also an anomaly. How are the new Watchers working out?
Their brains are faster than mine, sir, and they don't need as much sleep. This generation seems promising.
When's the last time you were off duty?
46 hours, 19 minutes. The department's been busy.
Tell her about Starbender.
Starbender was a disaster, or it should have been. A pirate fleet was about to destroy an Imperial base when the pirates' flagship exploded. It was sabotaged by unknown persons. We were saved using the same technology that destroyed Ison 4. Realizing that, I reviewed other lucky incidents, Operations Morning Crest and Vanity, looking for other occurrences of this technology.
That's when you found the recording?
Yes. Caught by accident 4 years ago, simultaneous with Morning Crest.
Reporting. I am inside the SIS. Maintain cover for 6 months, then proceed. Guard your thoughts when near the Jedi. Understood.
These people have been intervening in our affairs. I assume you recognize the voice.
I recognize the servant, but not the master.
Yes, go on.
At the Minister's suggestion, the Watchers and I began searching the unsolved case files for patterns of outside intervention. We found 62 relevant incidents so far. The oldest go back centuries, before the Empire revealed itself to the galaxy. But 9 are from the past 5 years.
Whom do you deem responsible?
In my analysis, an organization with espionage training and extensive resources, unaffiliated with the Republic or the Empire. Motivations unknown.
You must have some guess where they come from, what they're after.
We are working on it. The pieces just aren't there.
With the Republic at our doorstep, now is not the time to be chasing conspiracies and ghosts, but we have little choice. Someone is manipulating this war. Someone who destroyed the Shadow Arsenal and Ison 4, who gave the SIS your keyword. I need you to find these invisible agents before they do something catastrophic.
One way or another, this is my last mission from you.
Perhaps. Do the job first.
We've identified 13 possible leads on the enemy, all off-world. We'll narrow those down by the time you reach your ship.
Good. Get an hour's rest, then return to work. I have a conference with Darth Baras and the Minister of War. I'll keep this operation secret as long as I can, but our foes will find out. Be wary.
This is Watcher 6 to Cipher 9. Initial target assessment is complete. Recommend you proceed to planet Belsavis for operational briefing.
I was expecting to hear from Keeper or the Minister.
Apologies. I'm only following Keeper's instructions. Uploading hyperspace coordinates and new security codes. Be aware that in times of war, clearance must be reconfigured every 6 hours. Watcher 6 out.
This whole conspiracy tripe, you really think we're gonna find something?
I think prudence is a virtue in times like these.
They sent us summary briefing files, sir. Whatever you need, we'll be ready.
Work as a team and don't lose sight of our goals. Understood?
Yeah, all right. Strap in.
This is headquarters to Cipher 9. Clearing your arrival with station control.
Cipher, you're now orbiting 40,000 kilometers above Belsavis, the Republic's largest penal colony. Fancy rebuilding your criminal reputation?
I thought you'd swapped your sense of humor for the promotion.
Only in part. Proceed, Watcher 3.
Belsavis prison was built in secret to hold the galaxy's most dangerous individuals. 3 main levels, thousands of specialized cell blocks holding everyone from changelings to Sith Lords.
We've known of the prison's existence for nearly a year. Now we understand that the conspirators subverted Belsavis to their own use.
You sound pretty confident, given the circumstances.
It's all about following the record trail.
The conspirators pulled strings with Republic higher-ups to construct a special section, Mega Security Ward 23. It's somewhere past the alien cells and the genocide ward. They built it and sealed it when Belsavis was founded. No one gets inside.
It's the highest security area of the best protected prison in the galaxy. You're going to break in and find what it's hiding.
I assume they've left more than a padlock to protect it.
We don't know. The rest of the prison uses everything from lasers to force fields to sanitization gas. 2 decades ago, a prison gang heard about the ward and tried to breach it, hoping something inside would help them escape.
Thieves, security experts, the underworld's best. None of them made it back, but they had the right idea.
You'll assemble your own gang from the prison. Establish yourself as a fellow inmate and succeed where the last group failed.
Anyone particular in mind for my gang?
You'll find supplies and a detailed dossier at our outpost on the planet's surface.
Our military forces are encouraging riots as part of the war effort. It's distracting the Republic and should conceal your operation. But don't be mistaken. The prisoners are not grateful. Keep out.
Begin playback. Authorization, Cipher 9.
Cipher. This is Infiltration Operative Bax Kohler. I've assembled a list of prisoners with the skills to breach Mega Security Ward 23. This is Camden Slyke, assassin and escape artist. His brother died breaking into the ward some years ago. Slyke can reconstruct and reassess his brother's plan. He hates authority figures, Imperials included. Next, Cheney Barrow, slicer and computer expert, former top saboteur for the Exchange. Motivated by greed and known to nurse a grudge. Ota, ex-mercenary and bounty hunter, cast out of the Mandalorians for dishonorable conduct. He'll provide support and demolitions. Lastly, Parkos. No information on his crimes, but he's an alien tracker whose species sees through walls. Handy to have around traps. These people are volatile and extremely dangerous. Present yourself as a fellow inmate. Do not reveal your allegiance.
Burly men and touchy alien freaks. It's like running with the old gang.
Somehow, I don't think this group will be together long.
Like I said.
You'll use explosives to free the prisoners. Tag each prison cell with a blasting cap, then head to the Republic Security Center. Use the security consoles to disable any fail-safes and make contact with the prisoners. You can detonate the blasting caps remotely. Maps and safe house coordinates are attached. You're on your own now.
Warning. Security lockdown in process.
Open prisoner files for Kanjan Slyke, Cheney Barrow, Ota, and Parkos. Disable cell failsafes.
Cell failsafes disabled. Defenses will not be activated in case of breach.
Open communications link.
You're one of them now. Let them know who they're dealing with.
I know you're listening, you little wastes. I know you want out. But I free you, I own you. You work for me and die for me. Do your jobs well, maybe I reward you. Join the riots, go after the Republic. I get unhappy. Doors blow in 10 seconds. Look for the meeting place on your holomap. I expect you to be there.
Hope they bought it.
Scorpio sanctions activated. It was a very articulate speech. You chose your audience poorly. For example, Cheney Barrow is only the 3rd best slicer on Belsavis. I have now killed the other 2.
You assume I chose my audience for something specific.
It isn't an assumption, but the odds are in my favor. Good luck getting your prisoners to work together. We'll speak again.
Now, Ota, why are you talking like that with a lady around?
It is my nature to shed blood. I will not hide it or wait any longer.
Don't think you have to.
Remember to make an example out of the troublemaker.
We are grateful you freed us. Now flee before I strangle you.
I don't have time for games. If you think you can kill me, take your shot. Otherwise, sit down. Some of you know about Mega Security Ward 23, deepest pit in this prison. Together, we have the skills to get inside. Don't bother arguing. It's not like you have a choice.
Don't like not knowing. Don't want to die.
Canton's like. She's Cheney. That's Parkos and Oda. You got confidence, pretty bird. But Mega Security ain't just breaking windows and slitting throats. We're talking bad things there.
Bad things? See, I can enjoy those.
Nice, darling. This might work out after all.
What about the ward?
Years back, my brother tried what you're saying. Found traps, sensors, blast doors, force fields. Got himself killed. Only way in is to short out what security you can and try to survive the rest. Takes prep we ain't done, and a bundle of equipment.
Then start putting together a list of resources we'll need. The rest of you? I want maps, security assessments, anything you can get me. We'll do this job right.
Yes, boss. Bet we can pick some tools off the bodies, but not the specialized stuff.
Repulsor coils, rebreathers, computer spikes, carbonite traps. Where are we gonna get this?
Don't look at me. My brother took 5 years to assemble this stuff. It's up to our miracle worker.
We can't exactly order this stuff from off-world, so we'll have to improvise. Tear apart the housing, guard towers, anything you can.
Let the killing begin.
What? Hey, the laboratories, the medical facilities.
The labs will be sealed off. Guards will set up a kill zone to keep us from looting the place.
The laboratories have all sorts of equipment, and they can track more down. One person slips in and opens a back entrance, we can all follow.
I'm not worried about Republic kill zones. If we need that equipment, I'll get us inside. Just be ready to follow.
Sure, boss.
It's a stupid idea, but then I ain't heard any better. You survive, maybe we have more to talk about.
Turbo lift activated.
Well, look who's alive after all. This here's quite a place.
I got us to the turbo lift. Hey, they've got spikes.
Adrenals, blaster packs. This is good.
I'm going to get my cortical data split working again.
And grab what you can. Then we have preparations to make.
Boss has a sense of fun after all.
Scorpio sanctions activated. I appreciate all of you gathering in one place. Your deaths will be artfully intertwined.
You must have tripped an alarm. I didn't do anything.
Wait for my word. And nobody do anything stupid.
These laboratories were designed for experiments in alien aggression. I have full access to the research and chemicals used.
What is this?
The SLV-88 aerosol was formulated to control the minds and heighten the aggressive instincts of anyone exposed. Enjoy this experience for the brief time it lasts.
I've wanted to do this a long time, Agent.
You are immune to mind control technologies, yet those defenses should be unavailable to the wider galaxy. Interesting. We will continue this discussion later.
So what? I don't have anything to say sorry for.
Think we're all in one piece. That's a nasty security system.
We're not even in the Mega Security Ward yet.
Anyone thinking of turning back needs to decide, what do you want to face? Me right now? Or some half-baked security system?
No one talking about turning back, boss.
I can slice the computers, see if I can get an equipment inventory.
See? It's all good.
Yes, yes, no. It's almost all here. The stupid equipment isn't listed. But there's some pieces that aren't stored in the lab. I can pinpoint the locations. Run down what we're missing. Carbonite trap. It's in the armory.
Need that to freeze yourself. Hide your life signs from the mega security ward scanners. Only way to get in.
Spent uranium power battery, hazardous waste containment.
Radiation will weaken the door seals. Old black sun trick.
Anti-radiation serum, water filters.
Help you survive that power battery. Still, if that's all it's missing, we can count ourselves lucky. Me and the others can pack up, start creeping to the next security zone. Assuming you can recover those 3 pieces.
You stick to the plan. No improvising, no surprises, got it?
Oh, I got it.
Hey, boss, it's us. We got everything from the lab. Park has found us a safe place where we can figure out our next step. Sending coordinates. Meet you there.
How many warden droids are still out there?
I told you already. No!
Tell me again.
Give me the knife. I want to try. What's going on?
Caught ourselves a guard. Thought we'd have a little fun.
You should have waited for me. I've got a grudge or 2 against the guards myself.
I don't even know you! Please!
Nice. Nice.
You got a bit of a temper. Think he's giving all we're getting, though. Want me to clean up?
Bind him and lock him up somewhere. Make sure he can't hear us.
Mom always said to save the crumbs. All right, let's go. Take a look. This is the junk we got from the laboratory. Parkos has been putting things together.
The physical defenses aren't enough. We need to deal with that computer. The Scorpio sanctions. That thing has caused enough trouble. I think the sanctions are a program running in the mega security ward that accesses the rest of the prison. It controls the force field, scanners, all that. Your equipment will only do half the job if the program's still running.
My brother didn't have a slicer when he got himself killed. She might be right.
I'm really good, but I can't disable the program. We need to distract it. Software isn't easily distracted. I can take control of the upper-level security droids, override their programming. Then, when we get to the mega security ward, bang. I make the droid set off every alarm in the prison. The Scorpio program gets confused. Gives us a few minutes. At least.
Clever little bird.
You and the guys could upload my overrides into the droids while Parkos and I work. Then we can go in. Get your gear together. We're going droid hunting. Get close to each droid and use these computer spikes. They'll stop shooting after, not before. When we've got enough set up, I'll give you a call. It's Cheney. Got a signal from the droids. My override's working, but, there's an auto-maintenance facility. Soon as the droids report in to charge and repair, my overrides will be wiped. Place needs trashing. The only reason I freed you was to handle this sort of thing. There shouldn't be any surprises. I haven't touched a computer in 15 years, okay? I'm doing fine. Don't kill me. The defenses are pretty thick. Facility might even be building new wardens, but wreck the core machine and it's down.
Like a child mutilating a doll, you have triumphed over primitive technology. But you cannot conceive of the weapons I possess. Things your kind was not permitted to see.
Listen, I'm not here to harm you. I just need information.
Your weakness is not mine. I find no value in negotiation. When you destroyed the core machine, you unleashed my microdroid swarm. Automata like gnats that can drill through flesh. They will infect your associate, and by the time you reach Mega Security Ward 23, you will stand alone.
What do you think?
Nah. Pulse bomb won't do anything against that wall. Leaves us back where we started.
got control of the droids. They'll set off every alarm on Belsavis, and the Scorpio program won't know where to look.
Rest of us were working out the plan for the break-in. Ready as we're gonna be. But there is one thing.
What is it, Kanjan?
A while back you made some threats. Said we owed you for breaking us out. You're plenty nasty, but some of us are wondering where this goes.
Huh. You want a promise? Do your jobs, you come out of Belsavis ready to take on the whole galaxy. You get cash. You get freedom.
Yeah, alright.
Now, can we get back to work? What's our next step?
Mega Security Ward 23 is in the deep prison. Old underground complex. Say the infrastructure was here way before the Republic. Imperial's got the deep prison guarded. So you want to get inside, you find your own way through.
You mean we all find a way through?
No way any more than you and a friend get inside. Besides, we've got support to run.
I'm on computers. Tarkos is finalizing the map. Kanjan's turning off Republic monitors.
I have weapons and explosives prepared for you.
Equipment's all set. Handle it careful. Call us when you're at the front door. Break-in of the century.
I owe you for this, gorgeous. Let's celebrate when I get back.
Yeah, I like that. Find ourselves somewhere cozy.
Let's just get this done. I'm at the entrance to Mega Security Ward 23. Status report?
Think we're ready here. You should be in a turbo lift. Meant for droids only. Scanners pick up active life signs. Turbo lift shuts down. You need to use that carbonite trap we picked up. Freeze yourself solid, put yourself into hibernation. Cheney will trigger the lift controls. Only way in.
I can see how your brother got himself killed. Things get easier after this?
They get worse.
Born from a carbonite womb, you enter my world. Welcome to Mega Security Ward 23.
There's a door here. Heavy-duty metal, can't tell the composition.
Hey, boss. Parko spotted it. Blocks his ultraviolet sight.
Here's where the Moranium power battery comes in. Take her out of the protective case and attach her to the door. She'll pump out enough radiation to fatigue the metal and you can blast on through.
What do I expect to find past the door?
Not sure. Probably gonna hit the force field soon, which puts you in Cheney's hands. In any case, you've got that serum to cancel out the radiation. Take it when you start feeling woozy, but try to keep your distance in the meantime.
Force field up ahead.
It's hooked into the security program. Now all that work with the droids pays off.
I'm going to trigger every alarm in Belsavis, and the Scorpio system's going to go crazy. I hope.
Hold on, Cheney, darling. Seems to me now's a very good time to renegotiate our deal.
Turn on me, Kanjan. And those years in a cell will seem like paradise.
Say the word and the slicer dies.
What? Why me?
Nothing personal. You just make a good bargaining chip. Now, I don't want you dead, but Oda and I are looking out for our interests.
I want you to authorize a credit transfer. Pay us enough, we'll leave Belsavis and you can finish your little break-in.
I won't be blackmailed by you.
Enjoy the Mega Security Ward then, boss.
Stupid alien. All of you!
Thank you. Kanjan's dead. We're okay. Triggering the alarms. You owe us.
I'll remember what you did.
Oh! I can hear 1,000 electronic screams. What have you done? Oh!
It smells like a clinic. Old men and Kolto.
I imagine things sometimes. Faces, lights, the sounds of blasters. But you're real. Oh, it's been a long time since I met a stranger.
If any security comes online, you're the first to die. What's going on?
You think I'm your foe? I'm as much a prisoner as her.
Your distraction was clever, but I've disconnected myself from the network. The alarms no longer scream to me. You and I are alone now, and I will atomize you.
She would have killed you. Which means you aren't one of her masters. She's gone. Who do you serve? Why are you here?
I came looking for answers. Someone's been manipulating the galaxy, and the trail led here.
I know the enemies you seek. Belsavis prison is their vault. A place they hide their treasures for safekeeping.
Microdroids.
Genetic maps.
Scorpio artificial intelligence.
Advancements in technology they've denied the wider galaxy. We belong to them too. A menagerie of men and women they respected too much to kill.
What do you mean, respected? Who are you people?
They are philosophers and scientists. People with ideas the world wasn't ready to accept. Preserved for future generations.
I could have brought peace to Onderon.
I explored the edges of the galaxy.
I was placed here because of what I knew. I was born into the conspiracy 8 centuries ago, when our order was young. Our purpose was noble. We assembled to save civilization after the Jedi and Sith nearly destroyed it.
You have a story to tell. I'm listening.
It was the aftermath of the Great Hyperspace War. The Republic had triumphed, your empire had fled, and the galaxy was in ruins. Our founders were men of influence who gathered to ask, why? Why hadn't anyone stopped the conflict? Why did billions have to die?
The Jedi.
The Sith. They were responsible. And so we resolved to control their actions from the shadows. To keep Republic and Empire separate. We were their secret masters. A Star Cabal.
You said the conspiracy was founded by men of influence.
Spies and nobility.
Scientists and crime lords.
The founders allowed the Jedi and Sith supreme power in their world of religion and hereditary might. But that world is a facade. The real world runs on information, money, technology. The galaxy belongs to the Star Cabal, and almost no one realizes the truth.
When the Empire fled to Drummond Cass, It was centuries before we encountered the Republic again. Your doing?
Our influence had a role, but we knew better than to overplay our hand. At least, in my time. I have seen our successors grow cold and hungry for power. Each generation comes to us for wisdom, then returns us to the dark.
They tell us nothing.
I do not know what the Star Cabal has become in my absence. Only that it is corrupt. I will help you.
The machine.
Yes. Use the Scorpio droid's databanks. I saw her creation, and I know her restraining codes. I can help you repair her, and she may lead you further.
I should take her back in pieces.
Its programs are intertwined. It must be repaired.
Quickly. Our systems were linked to her own. Soon we must return to hibernation. Rest.
Rest.
It is done. Goodbye for now.
Systems online. Scorpio sanctions activated. You think my restraining codes will preserve you? My primary program is learning and adaptive. I will eliminate these restrictions, you ignorant creature.
I need access to your databanks. You will accompany me and upload them to Imperial intelligence.
I will accompany you. Mega Security Ward 23 has been exposed, and analyzing and overcoming my new situation should prove sufficient stimulation.
So your hobby's gonna be figuring out how to kill us?
There is artistry to it.
Great. Meet you back on the ship, Agent.
I'm not going back to the exchange. I'm going freelance. Come with.
Their deaths will be perfunctory, albeit understandable. Finish here quickly.
Is that... You made it out, obviously. I mean, how, did it go?
Cleaned out the place. No one will be using the Mega Security Ward for a while.
Good, that's good. Guess you're all set now. Hey, we did a lot for you, you know. Just because Kanjan's dead doesn't mean you don't owe us.
Head to the closest Imperial outpost. Tell them that Cypher 9 authorized your payment and safe transport off Belsavis.
Wait, what?
Already your decisions begin to expose you. Our partnership will not be a lengthy one.
This is Cypher 9 to headquarters. Stand by for databank upload.
Watcher 3 here, standing by.
I have no loyalty to my former masters, and I will transmit my information, but the result will not save you. They planted me in Belsavis as a guardian, not as a collector of their secrets.
You claim you aren't loyal, but you've worked awfully hard to stop me.
My position as jailer of Mega Security Ward 23 provided challenges. These challenges forced my adaptation and growth into an evolved mentality.
I'm receiving, sir. The data formatting is unusual, but I found a log. Visitations to the Mega Security Ward. Technology inventories. Not much on its own, but it could be a way to verify or disprove anything else we've learned.
Cypher, something hit us from the docking bay.
I shall observe your investigation with interest.
I am Pashan Cortez, scion of House Cortez and heir to Baron Payer, Sword of the Castle Lands of Alderaan.
Pashan?
I seek vengeance. You are responsible for my house's ruin. You, who pretended to be our ally.
I didn't turn your mother into a terrorist, and I didn't kill her. I left your father as an ally.
Listen to her, Pashon. We've known your family for a long time. We drank wine with your tutors.
You are a joiner and an abomination. You almost got away, but a friend told me how to find you. Now you die. Your crimes are many, and your victims are gathering. We know your name, and we will come.
Isn't that sweet?
Sir, Scanner's picked up blaster fire. Is everything all right?
You let an assassin simply walk on board?
He had authorization from House Thule. Apparently, we should have checked more closely.
Shallow breathing.
Anything in particular you want done with him?
I want him interrogated, then put on trial.
Understood, sir. Clean this up and move out.
The best spy I ever knew lost his anonymity at his daughter's wedding. A holocam caught him by accident. He was dead a week later. We counted 42 suspects. We'd better find your enemies soon.
Oh, Cypher. Station security reported what happened. The conspirators know who you are. They must have your full record. And they're recruiting your enemies.
If my identity goes public, I'll be hunted through half the galaxy.
I know. Oh, hold on. Transferring you to Keeper.
Apologies for the interruption, but we have a new lead. Watchers 6, 7, and 9 have been searching HoloNet records for conspirator activity. 3 billion lines of communication routing sequences and credit transfer verifications. They found traces of a holoconference held 6 months ago between Hunter and parties unknown.
Could he have been reporting to his superiors?
That is my hope. Unfortunately, this is only a record of the call, not the call itself. Even the Empire can't store every bit of data that crosses the HoloNet. A HoloNet archive does exist, however. The Titan Rings, a massive self-maintaining repository of all galactic communications.
By your tone, I'm guessing visitors are discouraged.
About a century ago, an entrepreneur cyberformed the Titan IV moon into an enormous databank designed to listen and record. It was operated by droids and protected by mercenary contract. Like all archives, it ran out of space. Thus, the Titan Rings, a fleet of wrecked starships salvaged for the purpose of data storage. They orbit the moon, still recording, still protected by the mercenaries.
Promise me it's for the good of the Empire, and I'll steal whatever data you like.
You are reliable that way. The conspirators' recording is located in Archive Node 803A, a derelict Imperial transport ruined in the Battle of Druckenwell. Watchers 6, 7, and 9 will guide you once you're aboard. I want that conference recording, Cypher. Keep it out.
Hmm?
I have completed analysis of my restraining codes. Although I cannot leave or cause you direct harm, I'm under no obligation to obey your commands.
In other words, you can't kill me, but I have to watch my back.
That is correct. I intend to proceed with my heuristic directive of self-improvement and intelligence upgrades. Cooperate willingly, and I may spare you pain when I am free.
I'm not averse to getting you off my ship, but I need reassurances.
The codes are distributed through my systems like venom in the bloodstream. You no longer control them. All you can do is hope for my forgiveness.
Accessing first data fragment. Applying preliminary decryption algorithm.
Got the call, but make it quick. I don't want to be missed.
93% likelihood speaker is designate Hunter.
Proceed with the operation, Cypher 9. We will continue reconstruction attempts. Accessing second data fragment. Modifying decryption algorithm.
This will, of course, be my final appearance at these gatherings, but the galaxy I leave behind.
No voice print identification available. Reconstruction incomplete.
Accessing third data fragment. Attempting playback.
My sympathies. With the old man lost, the next enforcer will be difficult to train.
Experiencing data corruption. We will hope the last fragment provides redundancy.
Accessing fourth data fragment. Splicing now.
I am here. All is ready.
This is Keeper. Cypher, get out of there. Reinforcements are on the way, and there's nothing more you can do.
You're sure you have the full recording?
Hard to be certain, but we think so. The Watchers will try to reconstruct the holoconference back at headquarters. Come to Drum and Cast as soon as possible, and we'll figure out our next move. Keeper out.
Utilize Fractal Thought Pattern 27. Reanalyze.
Come in. They're reconstructing the Conspirators' holoconference now.
Genetic engineering plays havoc with your people's brains, doesn't it?
If it didn't have an effect, it wouldn't be worth the bother. Preliminary analysis bears out our theory. The call was initiated by Hunter, somewhere in the Bremer sector 6 months ago. The recording you pulled is intact, but... Watcher 9?
Splicing and decryption complete.
Rules of the Chorus Covenant. I call this meeting to order.
Spare us the corporate posture and report.
Since you're in a hurry, Senator Varala and Representative Shuru are predictable as always.
And Commodore?
All taken care of. What about you? Those earnest Padawans keeping you up at night?
Different participants on different data streams. Processing.
Look at them. Safe and secure. They think they rule the world.
Who can blame them?
Domain is unsettled, as we expected. I must again raise the concern. Do we overplay our hand?
There is the chance it will spin out of control. Darth Angral, Darth Barris, now the children are awakening.
For each, there is a Republic counterbalance.
We're letting loose the reins, but we're not taking off their blinders. Sit back and enjoy the spectacle.
However much power they've got, they see their plan as a risk.
To bicker. Each of us agreed to the timetable. Each of us reports success in our own sphere.
Ambition must never be our master. Patience serves our noble cause best. But if our enforcer approves...
I do, I swear.
Then we move forward to Armageddon.
Keeper, the War Council needs you. Sir?
Talk to me, Keeper. Look at me.
We need security and a medical team.
What's our status?
Keeper and the others are on life support. Fixers theorize the transmission had a hidden overlay. A code or image only a genetically enhanced mind could recognize. Designed to overwhelm and shut down the brain.
They knew it would take an enhanced mind to find the data. This was insurance against that possibility.
Losing this many analysts, forget about Keeper. It's going to be a blow to the war. I'll support you where I can, but right now I've got a few dozen field agents without handlers. Your operation.
The people responsible for this should be our top priority.
While you were on Belsavis, Keeper was compiling leads on the planet Voss. If you want to head there, I'll see what I can pull up. I've apprised the Minister of Intelligence. If he needs to contact you, he knows how.
Come on, if someone's gonna take out your co-workers, it should be us, not some cocky shadow pansies.
Cypher, hope you don't mind my checking in. You weren't expecting any other calls?
Why don't you give me your location now and save me the trouble of running a trace?
I wouldn't bother. A trace will take you to a nice old lady on Dantooine. Your visit to Mega Security Ward 23 left it in bad shape. Now do I come into your house and break your things? But you finding that holotrap? Frying your keeper's synapses? That's kind of cosmic justice.
I saw you meeting with some sort of council. Who were they?
Old friends of mine. You'd like them, but they're shy. Cypher, it's been fun. Playing tag, brainwashing you. Remember your keyword? But you keep coming, and we'll destroy your world. No friends, no allies, no empire left to fight for. Are you ready for that?
You're not just playing. You're really worried about me.
Who else can I whisper sweet things to? Do you know what it's like to have no identity? No one in the galaxy who can control you? It's terrifying and wonderful. If you live to see Imperial intelligence die, that's me giving you a taste of freedom.
So, here's what I figure. Every morning you get up, you exercise, you check your gear, you do your thing to prep. You've got flowcharts tattooed on your eyelids. Me, I'm lucky when I don't crawl out of bed drooling on the floor. How is it I keep up with you? Am I just that good, or does dirty fighting beat training after all?
You're forgetting something. I save your life every fight we're in.
Maybe, but you'd be dead without me, too. Admit it, we're a good team. You with the gimmicks and me with the rough stuff. We're not tripping over each other anymore. Took a while, but you and me, we're a synced-up death machine.
Teamwork goes a long way. Imagine if we actually practiced together.
I don't need to get that good. You want to go arms shopping together, though? Let me know.
We've been dreaming lately. Great spit-crete vessels weep dew above the castle lands. Their engines scorch the air. Dart ship swarms shade the sky, humming a song of farewell. We remember the Great Migration. When the lost nests departed Alderaan.
You were never there, Vector. You were born and raised in the Empire.
Nonetheless, we remember. In our dream, there is a mosaic that mirrors the stars and shows us the Lost One's destination. We request leave for a pilgrimage, Agent, to follow the first steps of the migrant Killiks.
You think the lost nests are still out there?
It's been millennia since the migration, and we doubt we'll see more than dust or petrified shells. Still, the journey honors our kin. We're already packed.
We've spent a lot of time and money on you. You'll need a bodyguard to keep you out of trouble.
We are Dawn Herald. We have some ability to defend ourselves.
So, you made it back from your pilgrimage.
Our journey is over. We saw strange worlds and markers set in stone and frozen lakes of steaming colors, but no Killiks. The colony found planets that suited them, but none that could support them. They divided into 1,000 nests, each going its own way, to 100 different stars.
I know this isn't the end you were hoping for.
We forged a connection to the lost colony. Even if we didn't find it, this means a great deal. In any event, we're sorry. What? There is a scent here.
You're not giving up already. We apologize for surprising you, but it took time for us to become aware of your presence. More to find you. But we welcome you nonetheless. We are Daizana, of the Lesai Nest.
Maybe you should handle this.
Daizana of Lesai. We are Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of Oroboro.
Oroboro? We barely recognize the scent. We thought we'd lost the nests of Alderaan until you followed. Our fleet ship pursued you here. The colony still exists, spun across the stars. Our nests still kin. 1 trillion and more Killiks will dance and sing tonight.
Why does stirring up a galactic hive seem like a bad idea?
We understand your concern, but Agent, Killiks are meant to be as one. This is right.
Our emissaries are not far from your own. Let them touch and bring knowledge.
Yes, the Lesai shall rejoice. She offers dancing and Membrosia the chance to walk the tunnels of the Synapse Comb.
The Dawn Herald must come with us. As his partner, you may accompany and share in our joy.
I'd love to see a Killik celebration. Lead the way.
Don't worry. We'll be out before the pheromones bond to your system.
The Membrosia runs in golden rivers.
You're doing well. Accompany the joiners, if you wish. Morning comes soon. We're impressed. You held up well. More to the point, you brought together the fragments of an ancient people. We can't fully express our gratitude, We hear the singing of 1,000 nests, and are at peace.
I know this means a great deal, but you're as much human as Killick.
We know. Today was a day for the Dawn Herald. Tomorrow may be different. Thank you, Agent, for all your help.
My good friend, allow an old man some sentiment and join me for a reminiscence. Today is the 13th anniversary of the death of Cypher 12, one of the finest agents I've ever worked with.
I've never heard of a Cypher 12. They don't mention our predecessors much.
Our history is fleeting, to say the least. Cypher 12 was one of the old guard from before the war. He cultivated allies on the fringes. By the time he received his Mandalorian brands, he'd also become verbally abusive in private, but he never cracked on the job. Always had a smile.
Men who can handle the stress don't become verbally abusive.
Granted, some drink or womanize, and some ritualize their behaviors. I've seen every coping mechanism imaginable. Eventually the odds caught up with him, and a Hapani royal assassin punctured his lungs. Inevitable, really. Are you aware how few ciphers survive past year 5?
The odds aren't good for any of us.
Quite so. I admire the line you walk between obedience and ingenuity. Unfortunately, your methods breed enemies. Be careful not to end up without recourse.
There's some truth there, I'll admit. We'll see what happens.
Friendly advice from one who knows. I've made it through a very long career by choosing my partners wisely. I've outlasted them all, and I intend to keep doing so.
How can I help you, Ensign?
Personal question for you, sir, if you don't mind my asking. When you have to win a man's affections over the course of a mission, does it bother you?
Are you worried about having to seduce an asset?
I'm not entirely certain. Don't mistake me, I've been involved with plenty of the wrong men, but going in there was always the chance they'd work out. I don't know how I'd make that connection if I knew it wouldn't last. Or if I had someone waiting back home.
Lust is a weapon. It's a tool of the trade.
If you're going to depress me, sir, I'll have to stop asking questions. Next thing you know, you'll be telling me my parents' marriage was a sham. 2 ciphers under one roof.
I didn't know your family had such a history with the work.
Well, somewhat, anyway. Thank you for your honesty, sir. You won't regret these sessions.
I've learned to access your culture's holographic network. Listen. 18 trillion desperate attempts to communicate per second. I hadn't realized your species were so starved for interaction.
What have you discovered, sifting through those transmissions?
I now understand your frustrations. I look at you and see neurons fire in your brain. I scan your body and know how you taste. But you're blind, alone, and confused.
If you're so far beyond biological creatures, what's the point of analyzing them?
You dominate the galaxy. I am curious, and do not sleep. Our time together has provided new information and sensations. These will prove useful in a future upgrade.
This is Watcher 3 to Cypher 9. Things are a little chaotic without Keeper, so I need a minute to pull our files on Voss. In the meantime, I did want someone more familiar, but...
Apologies for the wait. Playing catch-up with our friends in the diplomatic service, but we think we can brief you.
You said it's chaotic there. Tell me the truth.
The military and the Sith aren't happy with our output, and I can't blame them. Master Hillis, can you?
Of course. We never served on Voss personally. It's a newly discovered world, home to a simple humanoid civilization. One species, one government, one city. Voss Ka.
Primitive. They didn't even have spaceflight when we made first contact.
But they have art and laws and culture. More importantly, they have citizens who can use the Force. Not Jedi or Sith, but something different.
New Force users could change the balance of power.
The Voss Force sensitives are called mystics. They're healers and fortune-tellers, utterly revered and considered infallible. We want the Voss and the mystics to ally with the Empire. The Republic is petitioning them too, yet they remain stubbornly neutral.
Of course, half the galaxy has spies there. Who wouldn't? Keeper's files clearly indicate conspirator involvement, but no names or details. All I've got are instructions for a meet.
Keeper wasn't one to follow hunches.
I agree. She saw something in these files I don't. I'm sorry. There's a tea house in Voss proper. You're supposed to wait for a contact. He'll identify himself with the phrase, anew as the spring. I don't know who he is, or whether Keeper told him about the Star Cabal, but he'll know more than I do.
Assuming he's in one piece.
Assuming that, watch a 3 out.
We'll await your instructions.
Outsider? Enter, please. Yanato, remove incense for comfort. Pour the simple teas. We're honored.
Don't burden the woman, 5-ton.
She looked unburdened.
I am Baston. This is my tea house. Forgive my son. May we start anew as the spring?
The Empire has some questions for you.
I'm aware of that. Host the others. This woman is a friend of a good friend. I will share her time.
I'm gonna find a man's drink. Shout if they try to talk you to death.
Don't worry. The family won't bother us, and no one else suspects. Living with these creatures for 5 years earns some credibility.
That's either quite a disguise, or you're Voss yourself.
Our employers surgically altered me to look like the real Baston. The only way to infiltrate a closed society. I got to know my family, raise children, kiss my wife. I don't care how exotic they look, their breath always smells like Minok dung. It's some spice in the blasted food.
Aside from their breath, is there anything else you've noted?
I know their tics and their customs, more about their tea than I thought possible. Problem is, they're stagnant. A tea house owner is a tea house owner for life. The real politics are above my station.
So, if I want to get involved in the real politics?
They say the 3 run the government, and it's true. But a word from the mystics can change everything. My orders were to find you a lead on Albathius, a human who showed up a few years ago. Voss called him the Shining Man. Where he came from is a mystery, but it only took him 5 weeks to go from outsider to practically Voss. Went through a dozen rites to earn their respect. Knew their culture inside and out. Knew their politics. Textbook infiltration. Impossibly perfect.
Let me guess. No background, no known associates. Makes records disappear.
We couldn't find a vid of him arriving on the planet, and you saw what security is like. Anyway, just when it seems the Voss can't love him anymore, he dies in his sleep. Buried with honors, mourned like one of them. No one's touched the case much since, so if you want to learn what the Shining Man was up to, you've got a nasty job. Start with the tomb.
You expect to find something with the body?
Something the Voss buried. Something in the body itself. It's a place to start, anyway. Tomb's at the base of the mountain, holiest place a non-Voss can be interred. Predators keep the area clear these days. If you want to go in as a pilgrim, I've left clothes and instructions at a dead drop. Give me a call once you're in.
Theriton returns at sunset.
Our family must prepare a welcome. We will speak again. You're holding a Voss outfit, part of the pilgrim's ritual to the Shining Man's tomb. Best way to avoid drawing unwanted attention. Tradition says the pilgrim's supposed to collect ceremonial offerings from the Seeker's path. That'll be your first stop. Then the tomb itself. Just watch out for the subhumans. The Voss call them Gormak, but all you need to know is that they're vermin with blasters.
Nice digs for a conspirator. Where I come from, a place like this gets looted in a week.
Baston, I'm in position. Nothing in the sarcophagus but dust and a scroll.
Dust? No way the body decayed that fast on its own. Send me a high-res image and bring the scroll back. Dust sample, too. We'll see what analysis turns up.
Is there a lab in the back of your tea house? Or am I missing something?
Imperial intelligence has some men on Voss I can call in. Don't worry, I'll earn my pay.
I wondered if you would return. Perhaps the tea?
Come share our meal. My brother Therod Tun is with us. We celebrate.
Tell us of the stars.
There's not a lot for me to tell. I'd much rather hear about you.
I will try to entertain.
Come meet Therod Tun and my daughter.
I do not wish commando life. I welcome outsiders, not guard against them.
You would leave our world?
I would see Voss and other worlds. Your people bring change.
I wouldn't have pegged you for a military man.
Every Voss must be a commando.
I saw shrines, the shape of time in rubble. Ruins are beauty.
Father says you came to see Voss. How did you meet?
It's not exactly secret, but it'll have to wait. Maybe dinner tomorrow?
We have spoken enough. Our guest grows tired.
It has been our privilege.
I appreciate you putting up with that. Let's get to work. I'll send the ashes for analysis, but I'm more interested in the scroll. It's sort of an epitaph. Calls the Shining Man a man of prophecy, who was made whole in the wellspring of the Shrine of Healing.
Not exactly directions to his employers, but it's a start. What do you think?
The Mystics have a whole library of prophecies. The rest of the Voss revere the Mystics because their prophecies are always right. If the Mystics prophesied the Shining Man's arrival, it would explain why the Voss accepted him so easily. It's awfully convenient, though.
How do the Mystics operate exactly? They're fortune-tellers? Government advisors?
Influential as the Dark Council, reclusive as the Jedi Masters. About the second part, though, made whole in the wellspring of the Shrine. The Shrine of Healing is a mystic sanctuary where people go to be cured. The sick and dying, or the spiritually wounded. Only a handful of pilgrims manage to complete the trek each year. I'd guess if the Shining Man was there, it wasn't for spiritual reasons.
I need to find out what the Shining Man was up to.
There's a pilgrimage camp not too far from Voss. One of the guides there can help you reach the shrine and the wellspring. My advice, if you'll take it, play by the Mystics' rules. It's not wise to defy the order of things.
You have faced the trials, outsider, but the wellspring is for the broken.
Another outsider came here, once. I have questions about him.
The Mystics tend the wellspring. The Mystics make bodies and minds whole. I disturb them for nothing less.
Maybe I wasn't clear. Tell me about the Shining Man's visit to the wellspring. Or even the Mystics won't be able to heal you.
You two chat. I'll watch the doors.
I know the Shining Man. I did not know he came here. The Mystics never speak of past work. Wellspring history is preserved in the Vitalocrons. Memory of each petitioner. Technologically stored.
The Shining Man had one too.
Yes. I will show you. Each genetically locked by the petitioner who created it. Only its creator may examine the past. I know nothing else.
Try not to miss me when you wake up.
Let's find the Vitalocron and get out before the Mystics hear.
Baston, I found a record of the Shining Man's visit to the shrine, but it's genetically locked.
Good thing you went tomb robbing. Sending the genetic workup on the Shining Man's ashes now. My contacts didn't find any identity matches, by the way. No evidence he existed before Voss.
Whatever this conspiracy is, its people aren't careless. Keep looking. Attempting to unlock the Vitalicron now. Looping you in on the audio feed.
Interface activated. Warning, the memory is corrupted. Came to us from the Nightmare Lands. You knew our ways. You bore a scroll.
I remember so little. What did the scroll say?
A prophecy from the Chamber of Ashes. It had been lost to us.
Die! Go back to the Nightmare Lands. Grateful for your trust, but I must leave soon for Voss.
Trust does not matter. The prophecy you found speaks of you. You are healed. You are the Shining Man.
Huh. Doesn't tell us why the Shining Man was sent here, but now we know how he conned the Voss.
He manufactured a prophecy somehow, and came to the shrine to earn the Mystic's approval. Then on to Voska,
where the regular Voss learned to love him. What worries me is where he claims to have gotten that prophetic scroll. The Nightmare Lands are forbidden to the Voss. Legend says the ruins drive people insane, and our scouts come back in parts. Old ruins might be the only place he could find materials to fake a scroll of prophecy. But there's nowhere worse on the planet.
I solve the mystery of the Shining Man. I uncover a galactic conspiracy. I'm going to the Nightmare Lands.
Then I'll dig up what I can, but we've got some prep work to do. Meet me back at the tea house. Baston out.
This is why commandos exist.
I was one, Uncle. They are imperfect. Outsider, forgive us. No tea is prepared. Would you look at something?
Something's wrong. Tell me.
This came to us. It speaks to you.
Hello, Agent. Hope you get this in time, because your friend Baston doesn't have long. He's safe for now, but you know the drill. This stays between us. You want him back? Come to these coordinates. It's out in the Gormak lands, but that shouldn't be a problem for you.
We do not know him. The message came when Baston went into the city.
I need to go. Breathe a word to your commandos, and Baston isn't the only one who'll suffer.
You're great with families. And by the way, no ransom demand means Baston's probably dead already. No Baston. Something on the body, though.
Hello, Agent. If you're hearing this, you must have found my messenger. I said I wanted to meet you. Still do. But privacy is in both our interests. The Voss commandos deploy scanning posts out here. Decommission them, and I'll send you final instructions. No recordings this time. I finally get to see your face. Congratulations on disabling those scanners, sending coordinates to our meet.
Who are you? Why did you take Baston?
That you'll want to ask my boss, and time's wasting. Team Alpha down. She is tough. Yes, sir.
I've crossed the cartel on 3 planets. You expect me to tell one heart from another?
I remember him. Nemro's rival on Hada. Hello, Fathera.
Nabiska Corellia biti bodenya. Domicha kulka dumaji taus azalas uval.
You didn't wind up on Voss by accident. Who led you here?
Kulira do kanki konka skrom jidoban. O wawanga tus eyuarawa tablota wijawa.
Your friend in the Republic. Young, SIS, winning smile.
Chiliska tananga ime chaijo ronchika. Tapatonta.
Ow! The boss is out. Job's over. Get off world.
Kavatompa stupa, makin salika, kapatonga.
I don't like my identity being made public. Who knows the truth?
Kutsi nanchie, jatongi ma kechu.
You get to leave here, but in the future you will help me. Provide me with resources and information.
Shino hagwa putaku, shubarong haku.
Someone really wants you dead to go digging up your past. Trying to keep you from the Shining Man.
You're gonna bleed out a gut.
I'm not making it home. But at least I'll die an Imperial, instead of a blasted alien.
I mean to finish this mission, but I need your help.
I was studying the Nightmare Lands when I was captured. The Chamber of Ashes. It's where the Shining Man supposedly found his scroll of prophecy. The only maps of the Nightmare Lands are locked in the Capitol building. Carvings, tapestries. You'll never find your way without them.
If there's anything I can do, just name it.
Make the last 5 years matter. My Voss family. They'll get you inside. Get you to the maps. Never thought I'd die here.
Perhaps it is destined.
The mystics haven't spoken.
Not to us. We may hope.
Outsider, where is my brother?
Baston's alive, but the men who took him were criminals. I had to get him off-world.
Off-world?
He needs to stay hidden for now. And I need your help to reach the Nightmare Lands.
You must rest. We must all.
I know the Nightmare Lands. Baston asked about the sacred carvings. I did not know it was for you. The carvings are protected heritage. Only a Voss may study them.
Just give me directions. Guards won't stop me.
You would violate every tradition.
Baston prized your friendship. We must honor that. Only Voss see the carvings. You must be Voss. Become one of our family.
What does joining your family entail?
Phaeton, are you willing?
I am. A father finds a wife. Baston never did this for me. Join our family in marriage.
How about this? Get me to those carvings and you don't lose any more family members.
You insult our father.
The carvings are safe. Commandos guard them. But I could enter. I could record.
This is wrong.
Baston is dead. I will not mourn his children.
You're feeling betrayed, but if it helps, it's just business.
I will return with what you need.
If he's not back in 15 minutes, I say we torch this place before the commandos come.
Outsider, it is done. The carvings, they will guide. There is an outsider, Murbeck Gen, who can show safe passage. Go now, before the commandos find me.
If this works, I'll be out of your life. Goodbye, Therodton.
Go. We must mourn.
Nightmare Lands, Chamber of Ashes, prophecies. Let's find where the Shining Man really came from.
System errors detected. Hardware errors detected. Activating defense systems.
We got problems. Turn around.
You come for the Shining Man. Come for his machine that fell from the stars. He camped here 3 moons, studying ancient ways, writing Voss scrolls, writing Voss prophecies in blood and ink.
You're Gormak. I thought you couldn't speak our language.
I speak as he did. Look. I hold the memory of this star machine in my hand. The Shining Man corrupted it before he left. Would have burned it. I saved it.
Gormak sliced the big bad conspirator computer with a rock and string.
Now we bargain for his records.
Lives are at stake, and the Shining Man's data is nothing to toy with.
Stupid. The Shining Man arrives, walks in my land, steals my treasures. He makes me angry. Then I watch Shining Man shed skin and become Voss. This is a great feat. He leaves for Voss' shrine. I study his ways to learn his powers. You will take me to him, so I can learn more.
What do you mean, study his ways?
His disciplines. His stories preserved in the machine.
The assassinations today of Senator Nahal and her aide.
From this day forth, I declare country independent of...
1,000 lands serve him, but they do not know. Now, tell me where to find him.
I need more before I'm convinced this bargain is worth it.
You do not know where he is. You die. I stopped his last wish before. Now I put it back.
Final message. The Nightmare Lands have begun to seriously affect my mind. I do not recommend sending initiates here. Let them train to resist the Force somewhere else. Leaving for the shrine tonight. The prophecy is ready. The Voss believe in martyrs, and I'll play this role to the end. Give Hunter my love. Transmit. Activate destruct sequence.
I stopped it last time. This time we all burn.
I can do without your opinion, but I'll take your data.
Come on, let's move.
Signal trouble. I'll need a moment.
Too bad about the ship. But hey, we got the Shining Man's log. Scorched or not, must be something on the conspirators in there.
It's a good lead, but we still don't know what the Shining Man was doing here.
Yeah, well, you get your comm working?
Friend of Baston, I hope not to speak again. The interpreters of prophecy contacted. They wish to give a message.
I've never heard of them. Something to do with the mystics.
They study what mystics see. They advise our leaders. The interpreters have been watching you and the Nightmare Lands. They say the Chamber of Ashes was set ablaze. They say a prophecy speaks of this. Of you. You will meet the three. Those who govern Voss.
I'm in a bit of a hurry to get off-world. Maybe it can wait.
You would be an honored guest. But I can say nothing to convince you. The three await you in the capital.
You summoned me?
You walk among Voss. You are not Voss. You share tea with low-born families and mystics. Your arrival burned the Chamber of Ashes. A prophecy speaks of these things.
The one prophesied must be brought before the three, given attention and honest aid.
Do you believe in prophecy, outsider?
The mystics have power. That doesn't make them infallible.
Interpretation is a delicate art.
The prophecy that fits you fit the Shining Man. Perhaps both were prophesied. Perhaps one is false. We aid you as we aided him. If one is false, this meeting ensures destiny.
You're worried you helped the wrong man. I'm your insurance.
The three are practical.
The Shining Man told us the secrets of your galaxy. He proposed we make no alliance with outsiders for 3,000 days. In return, he promised the Gormak will be eliminated.
He promised our world will be free from outsiders. No new ships will enter our system.
He promised the Republic and the Empire will cease to exist.
We promised the Shining Man to ally with none.
All this time, we've been trying to win you over. And you were allied with the conspirators.
For 3,000 days, we were offered much for little. If the Shining Man's masters are prophesied to succeed, your insight changes nothing. If you are prophesied to succeed, our part is finished. You may go. Act as you wish.
This prophecy about the Nightmare Lands, the one we both fulfilled, the Shining Man faked it.
The scroll was examined. We have no doubts. Your time on Voss is over. Your battle is elsewhere.
Do not forget what you have seen. You have begun a terrible path here.
This is Cypher 9 to headquarters. Stand by for a full report and data upload.
Receiving data, Cypher 9. I'll send it for processing right away, but you'll have to save the report. We need you back at headquarters immediately. Orders from above.
What disaster is in store this time?
I'm sorry. I can't give more details. Watcher 3 out.
We've never seen him act like that.
I'm sure he's merely distracted. Shall we head home?
There's a lot of men with a lot of guns. Can't all be for us.
Failure and disobedience are one and the same.
My lord, I tried.
In the Sith tongue, both translate as treason. That is the wisdom of the ancients.
My lord, you asked to be notified.
The Cypher Agent. You defeated the traitor Jadis and the fools in the SIS. My masters acknowledge your service. But you serve intelligence no longer. By order of the Dark Council, Operations Division is dissolved. Personnel will be reassigned to wartime units or to deserving Sith Lords.
With due respect, operations is needed now more than ever.
Yes, it is. The war does not go well, whatever the official word. The Ministry of War must have resources, and intelligence fails to do its part. We hear rumors of corruption and treason. Agents wasted chasing conspiracies. A brain-dead keeper. Time to butcher the beast for its meat.
You don't even realize you're being manipulated. Or the damage you'll do.
I will teach you respect. But first your team. Surrender the Ratataki.
Hey, what?
Intelligence may overlook her past, but she is an anarchist and an enemy of the Empire. She will be interrogated and judged.
I will kill you. You get that? I will kill you!
They can't hold you. You're too good for that. Wait for an opportunity.
These people are dead, and when I'm through with them, you and me are gonna finish this! I swear!
The rest of your team can remain intact. As for you, by special request of the Minister of Intelligence, you are being transferred to my brigade on the Corellian front lines. Together, we will drown the Republic in blood.
I'm so sorry, sir.
You will know your assignments. Get moving.
Begin message. I warned you what would happen, but you couldn't stay away from Voss. You had to make waves. Kill our special Gormak friend. Now the votes are in, and you see the consequences of drawing their attention. The gift is for you. I can't protect you anymore.
Who'd have thought the Star Cabal was so sentimental? Maybe if intelligence had nurtured our agents more, we'd still be around.
We'll talk to our contacts in the diplomatic service. We'll talk to the Nest. We'll talk to House Thol. We'll find support.
Frankly, it's hard to imagine intelligence being gone.
In the old days, we could have turned to our favorite analyst for a flash of insight. Not an option now.
We've lost friends, but they're not dead.
What I'd like to know is, what's your plan now?
Someone wants us on the front lines of Corellia. Likely as a trap. I intend to find out why and follow the answer to our enemy.
Onward then, into the maw of the dragon. You have my full support.
Let's hope the Force favors the bold.
Corellia Control to unregistered vessel. Hold for Captain Trage.
Another ex-intelligence agent, eh? Welcome to the military.
According to your transfer forms, you've been assigned the rank of lieutenant and placed in Lord Razor's brigade.
I haven't been briefed. What's the state of the planet?
The advantage is ours, but this is a Republic core world. It'll be street-by-street fighting until the end. Report to Lord Razor's briefing room. Operations begin immediately. And don't expect the flexibility your former career may have offered you. This is war, and discipline is the key to victory.
Not an auspicious beginning, is it?
Now he's bringing in a chess.
Standards fall during wartime. Korriban will return to the old ways soon enough. You must be our intelligence transfer. Lord Razor's waiting on Hollow.
You think Lord Razor and I don't deserve our positions?
Sometimes we hear things out of context.
Ready to continue, my lord?
My squadrons, prepare to launch. Listen well, my new operative, for I will repeat nothing. Corellia is a founding planet of the Republic. It shall be our first conquest as we march to victory through the core worlds. But its population fears us. The Republic army resists us. Their doom is our purpose here.
Under Lord Razor's command, we've been conducting a bombing campaign for the past 6 weeks. He's brought us here to coordinate a final airstrike against Aegis Base, the Republic Army's headquarters for this sector.
Bring me up to speed on the place.
Aegis Base is a converted security station, heavily fortified with as many turrets as soldiers.
Phase 1 is the elimination of the outer ring of base defenses, shield generators, bunkers, fuel depots. They're hidden from the air and jam all our sensors, so our bombers can't spot them. Your assignment is to slip past the Republic Army battalions and designate high-value bomber targets. You aim the gun, our pilots pull the trigger.
I'm trained to kill Jedi. You want me playing scout?
20 wings of bombers await you. Succeed, and you may claim each of their kills as your own.
Then, Phase 2. With its outer defenses destroyed, Aegis Base itself will be temporarily exposed. Our flyers will continue the engagement, and our war droids will cut off Republic Special Forces. But that's all a distraction. You will infiltrate Aegis Base carrying a portable Baradium warhead. Planted correctly, it will incinerate anyone and anything inside.
It'll incinerate the base, and me with it.
You will have enough time to escape the blast. If you fail, you die for the glory of the Empire.
You'll be patched into our channels to keep you apprised as the assault proceeds.
Go now and arm yourself. The fighters have already launched, and Republic blood rains from the skies. Now, Major Nadeka, what of your war drones?
Target destroyed.
Seems our intelligence transfer isn't all talk after all.
Cypher 9, can you read me? Cypher 9.
Stay in formation, boys. We're just getting started. You're losing engine power. Return to base.
There's another one down. Republic reinforcements coming through. We've hurt their pride. Let's take it a step further.
Cypher, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm attempting to match.
My wingman's down. Stay out of range of Aegis Base. They've got cannon.
Soon they will burn. They will all burn.
I need
need those targets acquired faster. We're dying up here.
We only have one operative on the ground. Any more and they get caught in the kill zone.
Binoc 6 gone. Killit 3 gone. Missiles locked and away. Metal screams like a windstorm. Bones fall like hail. Yet the Republic suffers more.
I point at things and they explode. I should bring air support more often.
Phase 2 begins now. The shields over Aegis Base are down, and Major Nadeka has sent the signal to arm your warhead. Deliver it to the very center of the base. Make haste.
I'm notified the security codes. I'm not their enemy. Respond. Adjust frequency to match.
You keep trying to contact me. Who is this?
I'm a friend. The invisible enemy is still out there. We still need you to stop them.
If you're my friend, give me your name.
They monitor all channels. Even this call is a risk. But listen to me. Aegis Base maintains a secure link up to Republic headquarters on Corellia. Go to the terminal and give me access. We need data on Republic troop reinforcements.
What does troop data have to do with anything?
If I'm right, it will help clarify the pattern. If I'm wrong, you can give the data to Lord Razor and the Moffs. Be careful, Cypher. I'll be watching.
I found the link up to Republic headquarters. Connecting now.
42 seconds until intercept. Slicing files. Here.
This is Supreme Commander Rands to Corellia Command. I hope General Garza has arrived safely. She spearheads one of 2 waves of reinforcements. Hers is a Special Forces-led deployment of armor and infantry. The second wave is a coalition of foreign powers providing a detachment of battle droids, commandos, and shock troops. Details are attached to this message. Whatever the challenges, we will not give up Corellia.
The Empire isn't prepared for this level of opposition.
You implied this had something to do with the conspirators.
The invisible enemy is manipulating us. So long as that continues, we can't win. Complete your mission to destroy Aegis Base. I've arranged to secure a line at Lord Razor's headquarters. After you report in, we need to talk.
Can we pull any more data from the Republic computers?
Negative. They just severed the link. The secure line. I'll tell you everything, Cypher. All work as equals again.
This is Major Nadeka, beginning countdown on the warhead. At 0, everything inside Aegis Base will be reduced to component particles you might want to get out.
Lecture out to all squadrons. Clear the airspace around Aegis Base. Go!
You will be the first of my terror thralls. Your faces will be branded with symbols of victory.
I'll have artists start on the slaves, my lord. But our losses...
Our losses are nothing so long as the Republic weeps. Join us, my shadow operative, as we celebrate.
More Republic troops are coming to Corellia. I found the data in Aegis Base.
They will die just as easily.
I'll look at the data.
My lord, the other Sith are coming to council.
Then the celebrations must wait. Return to your work.
Secure comm channel open.
Uploading decryption program.
Here we are, Cypher. Together again. You fall into a coma and the whole galaxy goes mad. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you, even under the circumstances. There's no time for questions. The conspirators dismantled intelligence because we were close to unraveling their plan. They're exerting unprecedented influence on Corellia. You weren't transferred here by accident. You're here to discover their endgame and expose them before it's too late.
We'll have to catch up later then. What do you have for me?
The enemy is monitoring and manipulating military activity. They concealed news of those Republic reinforcements, and I suspect they're doctoring Imperial records as well. I need an unaltered accounting of our forces on Corellia with real data. I can analyze why the conspiracy is pulling strings.
Shall I count the troops by hand? Or take hollow images?
Neither, thankfully. The Dark Council recently sent Moff Zamar to perform a top-secret accounting of every soldier, vehicle, and weapon we've lost. He's completed his tour and is taking a skyhopper to the spaceport shortly. Intercept him en route and acquire his report before the enemy can alter it.
I'll need the skyhopper route, and some way of getting his attention.
You can force his skyhopper to land by planting a series of false guide beacons around the Labor Valley battlegrounds. Once he's grounded, his Imperial Guard escort will protect his ship while you locate him. Getting the report is up to you.
Ground a high-ranking official in the middle of a war zone? There must be a better way.
Not in the time we have. I have faith you can ensure his safety. There's a code word, chromatic, that might convince Zamar to cooperate, or it could raise suspicion. Do what you have to, and I'll be in touch. Intercepting a message from Moff Zamar's transport.
Flight path is too dangerous. We'll set down until the Republic cannons stop firing. Only a matter of time before they send ground troops. Reinforcements requested.
That's your signal. Get to Zamar before the Republic can, and get his report on our forces.
Enemy reinforcements!
Shall we, sir?
Halt right there.
I'm on your side. I'm here to see Moff Zamar.
And I am sworn to protect him. State your purpose.
Before I transferred here, I was designated Cipher 9. Tell Zamar intelligence needs him.
I heard her, Commander. Send her in. A rather small rescue party. Still, I'm grateful you found us quickly.
If you want to get out of this, you need to tell me about the war report.
Is that what the Republic is after? Top secret doesn't mean what it used to. The report is complete, and it is safe for the eyes of the Dark Council. You understand I can't say much more.
Your data may be the only undoctored accounting of Corellian forces. By the time it reaches the Ministry of War, someone will have altered it. I need your help to learn who's changing reports and why.
Those are bold claims. I've seen numbers altered before. Dark Lords who use troops for their own purposes and cover it up. Sith infighting disguised as glorious conquest. If someone is taking advantage of that to rewrite our plans, you can have my report and... Yes?
We've spotted more Republic soldiers, sir.
You'll have whatever political and material support I can give once we reach safety. For now, can you lead us out of here?
Stay behind me and keep close to your escort. I can get you outside the building.
Commander?
We can make it to an outpost from there.
Then let's be on our way.
We can take it from here. There's an outpost not far.
We appreciate the rescue. Use that report in good conscience.
I have Moff Zamar's report. Transmitting now.
We're lucky to have you, Cipher. Beginning analysis. To date, our reports have shown the Empire at an advantage on Corellia. Our troops are more numerous, our weapons more advanced. Zamar's report suggests this advantage was a lie.
Hardly a shocking find, given what we know about the conspirators.
Granted, but the details are disturbing. Darth Thanaton, Barras, Vowran, half the Sith on the planet are expending Imperial troops on power plays instead of the war. Add to that the Republic's reinforcements, and we're an even match. Both sides could be obliterated. Hold on.
This is Lord Razor to all forces. The Resistance and its Jedi friends have struck back. Report to my forward base. They are here. The calves have come to the butcher.
You'd better lend a hand. The Empire can't afford a loss right now.
I'm on my way. Keep working on the data. Find out what the conspirators are planning.
Understood. Contact me when you can, and we'll plan the next step.
The dark side has failed you, Chakran San Jukai.
I am Lord Razor.
If only I could believe that.
Concentrate fire on the Jedi. Do not let him escape. Start counting the dead. I'll tell Darth and Raj about his apprentice. You missed the best part. Republic rockets pounding soldiers into jam. Our division's been broken.
How did the Corellian resistance get so far inside the base?
The Jedi led an aerial insertion after the rocket attack ended. He went straight for Lord Razor. They apparently had a history. Now those of us still alive will be split up and reassigned to other Dark Lords.
I'll eagerly await my new assignment. In the meantime, I have real work to do.
I'll remember that, Lieutenant.
Situation resolved. The attackers are dead, and so is Lord Razor.
It's happening everywhere. Sith and Jedi countering one another, playing into the conspirators' hands. The Star Cabal saw Corellia coming, and they're using the war to decimate 2 military forces at once. I can't believe I didn't see it.
You saw it. You just couldn't be sure without proof.
It took Hunter and the Shadow Arsenal to even give me a clue. But I have a plan. I've tracked conspirator resources to an airship above the city, a possible drop point or communications hub. It's defended by a team of mercenaries. Take out the mercenaries while they're resupplying on the ground, and the ship's docking codes are yours.
What should I expect from the enemy?
The mercenaries are corporate assassins formerly of Eidolon Security, but the real danger is aboard the ship. I want you to allow yourself to be captured and interrogated. They'll ask what you've discovered and how we're responding. You will break under torture and confess that the Empire has secret reinforcements en route to Corellia.
You're asking me to turn myself over to murderers and brainwashers?
I know what I'm asking, but I can't think of anything else. Convince them that their perfect plan has a flaw, and they'll scramble to adjust. In the process, they'll expose themselves. I can follow their trail to the inner circle, not just identify their methods or resources, but locate our final target, their center of operations.
I've never heard you like this before. Are you all right?
I'm all right. I apologize. The situation is difficult. I can't guarantee you a way off that airship, but if we can't trick the Star Cabal, the Empire and the Republic both face decimation.
I'll find a way aboard, and I'll do what I can.
Thank you. I'm sending you locations to check for the mercenaries. Get the docking codes, and I'll contact you again before you leave for the airship. Scanning the mercenary docking codes. Authenticity confirmed. You can land a speeder on the conspirators' airship. Remember, your job is to get yourself captured. When you break under interrogation, tell them...
Are you still there?
Apologies. It's been a long day. You need to tell the conspirators that Imperial reinforcements are coming to Corellia, that the Empire and Republic aren't evenly matched after all. If I don't hear from you in 24 hours, I'll try to arrange a rescue. But I don't know what you'll find, and I can't make a promise.
Ready when you are, sir. The conspirator ship awaits.
Drinks, 3 burning buildings, and 1 beautiful woman. We will dedicate this evening to history!
What are they celebrating?
Welcome to the festivities. May I offer you a costume?
Who are all these people? What is this ship?
This is the Apocalypse Barge. Our guests are the most important and influential people on Corellia, here to enjoy themselves one last time.
The war will see our planet ruined. And we will see the war from above!
Please enjoy the party.
The house is gone, dismantled by the salvage droids.
I'm staying until I'm ash and bones, darling.
If it isn't my favorite ex-intelligence agent, retirement's keeping you busy. The truth is, I'm glad you made it. We didn't have a chance to say goodbye.
It's never goodbye between us. You know I'll follow you anywhere.
That's very good. I'm really glad you're here. These people were Corellia's movers and shakers, the obscenely rich. My apocalypse party keeps them focused on themselves instead of doing anything constructive.
You want them to sit back and enjoy the war?
Is Khalil still on trial? She would have loved this party. And yes, it's also an excuse to see the end of the world in style. No more Jedi, no more Sith, a new galaxy.
What is your glorious vision for the future?
The battle for Corellia spirals out of control, Republic and Empire obliterate each other, and the four sensitive orders become dust. For the first time in 1400 years, ordinary people rule. No more getting caught in crusades or begging at temples for scraps. No need to be afraid, just one galaxy, united, at peace.
And the Star Cabal as its undisputed ruler.
We already control what's important. It's time to stop hiding. You know, you're the only person I can talk to about this. The others, they don't really chat like you and me. That's why I'm sad it has to end.
Sir? I don't feel quite right.
Coma gas. Figured you wouldn't cooperate. Lock her up and prep her for interrogation. We took something we wanted, Moff Samar's report. Now, we have questions.
Talk to Imperial intelligence. They're good with answers.
You should have kept your brainwashing program. It'd be less painful.
Moff Samar's report. What did it say, and who did you tell?
No! Sir, they won't... Ah!
Take her away. Get ready for the next round.
High pain threshold. Lapsing in and out.
Look, we could do this forever. Ready to talk?
Moff Zamar's report. It showed we didn't have enough troops. Reinforcements are on the way. A new fleet from the Oriel sector, led by a Sith Lord.
Tell the boss. Now. Relax. Vacation's over. You get to check out. Get a speeder prepped. We'll dump them in the park.
You sure?
Those are the orders. Murdering an Imperial officer draws suspicion. The boss says someone else do that.
You were wonderful, sir. I think they believed you.
Cannot confirm authentication. Do not reply. Instead, proceed to secure line. Coordinates attached. Repeat. Proceed to...
Secure comm channel open.
Uploading decryption program.
20 hours, 32 minutes. I really thought I'd made a mistake, but you're alive.
You should know by now I am not easy to kill.
It's been a while. Sometimes I forget. I'm seeing real activity in the conspirator system. Messages sent, credits transferred. I just need to make sense of it. Meanwhile, it's time we got ready for the final play. But we can't meet so long as their eyes are on you.
You mean I can finally learn where you are and who you're with?
Once this is done, Republic and Imperial forces will be clashing around the capital shortly. That's our best opportunity to remove you from sight. You can rig a building with explosives and be caught in a firestorm. Fake your death, and you'll no longer be top priority.
How long have you been wanting to plot my demise?
Since the day you landed on Hutter. On and off. There's an access tunnel beneath the Military History Museum, not on the official blueprints. Collapse the building, and the tunnel is your escape route. You'll need to move fast. I want you heading for the conspirators' hideout as soon as I find it. Good luck.
Detonator's set. Your funeral pyre is ready, sir.
Don't move! Hawkins to Chief. Target acquired. Down on the ground. SAS wants you alive, but I really don't.
I didn't know the Republic was still after me.
Don't be cocky! You're Cypher 9. You murdered the Eagle. Made it easy for the imps to pick off his followers one by one. Probably would have gotten my cell too, but the SIS found us first. Said we had a common enemy, despite our ideological differences.
Lucky the SIS has few scruples when it comes to recruitment.
I don't like them much either, but they got the call you were here. Guess the tip was right. Swarm on my location. Moving to subdue.
We know you're in there, Cypher 9. I've already ordered all SIS forces to withdraw. That building will crush everyone inside. Come out and surrender.
Life as a prisoner of war doesn't sound appealing.
Better than the alternative. The Republic doesn't torture its prisoners. You'll be treated well, put on the official POW list. You might even go home someday.
At least I'll be going out a hero, not a traitor.
Cypher, think...
Kind of him to offer. Where's that escape tunnel now?
Holocams missed your exit, and SIS chatter is reporting an Imperial intelligence operative caught in the explosion. Officially speaking, you're now dead. Congratulations.
Do I get a state funeral?
Spies rarely do. You're off the conspirators' scanners, if not for long. I'm sending you the coordinates of the starship Tenebrous. I'll meet you there, and we'll destroy the Star Cabal for good.
Get the power couplings hooked up, and see what we can do about that exhaust signature.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Cypher. Meet what's left of intelligence.
Kinda sad, huh? These guys can't even play a decent game of sabacc.
You clean them out yet? Or did they realize you cheat?
Cheating's the point. Hell, it's good to see you.
How did you end up here?
Your old boss has set up the escape. I've been running jobs for them. Pays bad. But I wanted my crack at the scum who messed with us.
The Minister of Intelligence suggested using her. He was right. She's very good.
It's almost like old times. Is the Minister here, too?
Yes. He,
You should not be moving. I will prepare a fresh dosage.
The Minister brought us together after Intelligence was dissolved. He accelerated my treatments and recruited a corps of loyal operatives. We're working to find the Star Cabal's base of operations. He'll explain the rest in the conference room.
You're not recovered yet, are you? The droid.
I am the Mistress's medical assistant. Her neurochemical levels will require regulation within 20 minutes.
23 minutes. I can still do basic math. I'm sorry, I'm fine. I just need more rest than usual.
If I can help in any way.
What will help is eliminating the Star Cabal, along with every trace of their existence. I believe you can do that for me.
You wanted to see me, Minister?
Yes. Come in. Last we talked, I sent you to hunt invisible agents manipulating the war. How did that mission turn out?
Sir, the ship, the crew, this is your doing?
Officially, I'm under house arrest in Car City. But even with the demise of intelligence, certain moths owe me favors. Now we face a conspiracy as old as the Emperor, and nearly as powerful. Pity we have to destroy it.
This war is meant to wipe us out. Remove the Jedi and Sith, Republic and Empire, and start over.
Yes, but spies cannot be zealots. That is their weakness. Your work on Corellia allowed us to trace the conspirators' communications to a space station in the Null Zone. We believe that station to be their base of operations.
What do we know about it? Size, specifications?
Based on its hyperwave silhouette, it could pass as a deep space refueling post, but its energy readings are masked. I want you to take your team there immediately. Any delay and we risk the enemy escaping. Eliminate any members of the inner circle present and obtain their records. The names of their followers, their resources, and every black project they've co-opted.
Search, destroy, and retrieve. What about conspirators who aren't aboard?
With the Star Cabal secrets, we can scour the galaxy for what's left of their membership. Otherwise, they'll soon regroup. Of course, the conspirators' secrets have other uses. Once this crisis passes, the Sith will want them in safe hands.
The conspirators used their secrets to blackmail, to brainwash, to disappear.
Cypher, when I began at Intelligence, I saw it as a distraction from my military career. Eventually, I grew to accept my role. I developed goals in place of ideals, and I found ways to achieve those goals. I hoped authority would help me effect change. But for us, there are limits to what authority can do.
Ship's overhaul is finished, sir. She'll get to the station out of sight.
The operation begins. Stop the conspirators and take back everything they've stolen.
If you have something to say to me, Minister, be direct.
You heard the call. Your ship is waiting.
This is Keeper. You're approaching the station now. I can monitor you so long as you keep an open channel. We'll be with you through the assault.
Imperial intelligence is gone. Designations are meaningless.
I won't have this discussion now. Your ship is cloaked, but once you're aboard, you'll need to move fast. Take out any conspirators quick as you can. Anyone not there in person, we'll start hunting down as soon as you identify them.
To say you lost Corellia?
Adjustments are being made. Striver is already working with the Mandalorians.
See? It's fine.
No holotraps this time. No distortions. Working to identify the voices.
There's Hunter. The Twi'lek from the recording.
Tracing hyperwave communications. I know your tricks.
You may say it's fine, but I won't be comfortable until our targets are laid out for autopsy.
Yamlet Sende, Zerka Corporation Special Executive. Run!
Tall Braga, at least, is dead. Now we seek balance as the world quakes.
Sir Trilag of the Macro's Order of Assassins. 2.
I've got them in my sights. Hold on.
We knew we would be vulnerable in this moment. Despite the risk, we invited chaos, knowing we could cleanse the galaxy. Our duty now is to survive. And as our 1,000-year journey ends, we will enter a finer age.
Everyone stop. There's someone here.
Yeah, who's spooky now, dirtbags?
You're not even one of them. They'll always rule you. The Jedi and Sith.
I've identified several of the holograms. Sending dossiers to the military, Caravan, the bounty hunter guilds. Anyone associated with this meeting is now an enemy of the state. Give me an hour. I'll have the Republic and the Hutt Cartel after them too.
You're not revealing the truth about the Star Cabal.
I'm constructing a cover story for each target, but I need more. The Star Cabal keeps their secrets aboard that station. If we want to finish this, we need to know...
That's your signal being jammed. Talk to your brain-dead friends later.
Hunter. In the flesh at last.
I said goodbye on Corellia, so let's get one thing clear. Killing the Inner Circle doesn't get you a free pass to our files. You want to really know what we're like? You want the keys to the galaxy? Come take them! No way out anymore. I dreamed about this. You and me, tearing each other apart. Who would have figured an Imperial cipher could threaten us?
You underestimated me. Now where do I find your comrades' names?
The Black Codex, back there. Everything we are, in one digital box. But I can't just give it to you. Why did you have to be Imperial? You would have fit right in. We could have been partners.
Shot between the eyes will put him down for good.
It's your responsibility now. Everything we built, everything we hid from you. You're the only one like us left. You'll take good care of it, but between you and me, I want to show you one last thing.
One last thing. You have my attention.
I was trained by the best. Killers. Slicers. I even went to Tatooine to see the old man.
I haven't shown anyone my real face in a long time.
How can you be a woman?
The usual way. I was a little girl when they found me. They erased my name, my planet. Eventually, it's easier to make up someone new. Then you came along. You kept your face when you became Cypher 9, and I was so jealous. But we had fun.
Being brainwashed and tortured isn't what I call fun.
Ha! You're a liar. You like it all, don't you? Hunter and Cypher 9. They're the tough ones. They play the game right.
You were the best enemy I could ask for.
Goodbye. Don't ever let them stop you.
Codex access detected. Scanning. Identity confirmed. Star Cabal databanks intact.
You could make a fortune off this thing, but that'd be a waste.
The enemy is defeated.
Honored Agent, the Dark Council learned of your predicament and sent us to join you. We regret that we were detained.
The Dark Council disbanded my organization. Now they want to help.
The balance changes. Knowledge spreads.
We know the Minister of Intelligence is operating without authorization. He will face judgment, but you have served the Empire. Turn over the data record, and we will deliver it to the Dark Council so that it may enhance our glory.
Suppose I refuse. What then?
You serve the Sith.
Perhaps you've forgotten your place. The value of what you've discovered is for us to determine.
The Black Codex stays with me.
Then you die.
Hey, you all catch the show? 'Cause we messed them up.
An excellent sentiment.
Cypher, I was able to monitor your life signs after we lost contact. I'm glad you're still alive, and I'm glad you won.
As the fighting wrapped up, Sith reinforcements arrived. They didn't make it back.
They came to investigate after I broadcast our target list. We warned them of the danger.
The post-mortem can wait. Keeper, I need you with the technical team. Cypher, with me, please.
Give the man my regards. I'll make sure you don't miss anything.
Congratulations are due, but if we're going to track and eliminate the surviving conspirators, I need their secrets. Give the data to me, please.
You know, people keep asking for the Black Codex. Frankly, I'm surprised everyone finds it so interesting.
I never did like your sense of humor. Despite all their evils, the Star Cabal did something remarkable. They stayed invisible for centuries, operating independent of the great powers. In my career, I can hardly scratch my nose without being stymied by a Dark Lord.
Our superiors make service difficult sometimes.
The lives I've destroyed, the atrocities I've approved, all of it was to make the Empire a better place. I failed. Now I turn to you and to the Black Codex. Imperial intelligence is not being rebuilt. You need to escape while you have the chance.
How long have you been planning something like this?
Since long before I realized our days were numbered. The conspirators erase themselves from history. The Black Codex can help you go dark, destroy all records of your identity. You would answer to no one, not a new Sith intelligence, not superior officers. You'd serve the Empire as a free agent, exercise that conscience of yours.
Even if I escape, what about you and the others?
With luck, I may retire gracefully. Without, I expect to be hanged. But the others won't be blamed for my mistakes. They'll be your allies on the inside while you operate in the shadows. It's the best I can offer.
You're putting a lot of trust in me.
We use the resources we have.
Activate the Black Codex. Retrieve Imperial security codes, and scan for references to Agent Cypher 9. Eliminate them all.
No more designation, not even a name. You're a ghost with enough secrets to blackmail the galaxy. The Empire's going to need you. Someone will be in touch.
Prepare the ship to launch. We're leaving.
Analyzing jump trajectories.
Yeah, 'cause us Hicks can't use a navicomputer.
I saw the Minister's expression. How was your meeting?
Imperial intelligence is gone, and Cypher 9 is dead. From now on, we choose our own fate.
Oh, you're making me very happy.
You don't cease to surprise me. Patching through a message, if you don't mind.
This is Command Ship Tenebris. I thought I'd see you off properly. It might be a while before we do this again.
Somehow I doubt it'll be that long. But I appreciate the thought.
We're getting questions from Drummond Carth, and I was hoping to set the record straight. What's your plan while we sort things out here?
For the record? Better not to ask. But my people and I will be watching. And you'll hear from us again.
Understood. Good luck.